Welcome back to Tech Time Stories, the podcast that explore the innovation that shape our world and the people who dare to imagine something better. I am your host, and today we are taking a journey not just through history, but through the evolution of human connection itself. Our topic is communication, from the printing press to the internet, a story that spans more than 500 years. It's a story of ideas, innovations, and the unstoppable human desire to share information. So settle in, because today we are going to explore how communication technology transformed from ink on paper to instant global connectivity. The printing press. Let's begin in the 1415s in a small workshop in Mainz, Germany. Here is a goldsmith named Johannes Gutenberg creating something that would change the world forever, the printing press. Printers inked the metal letters, pressed them onto paper, and produced identical copies, something revolutionary at the time. The printing press was used to produce books, newspapers, religious texts, and political documents. How did it improve life? Certainly, ideas could spread, literacy grew, people questioned old beliefs. The printing helped spark the Renaissance, the Reformation, and eventually the scientific revolution. It was the first major leap in mass communication, and it set the stage for everything that came after. In America, early printers like Stephen Day, who operated the first colonial press, and Benjamin Franklin, well-known printer and publisher in the 17th, improved printing quality, speed, and the distribution. Franklin especially helped turn printing into a powerful tool for education, politics, and public communication. Fast forward to the 1830s and 1840s. The world was changing fast. Railroads, factories, and grown cities needed faster communication. Enter Samuel Morse and the telegraph. The telegraph was developed with the first successful long distance messages sent by Samuel Morse in 1844. Operators send messages using Morse code, a system of dots and dashes representing letters. Businesses coordinated shipments. Newspapers received breaking news. Families could communicate across continents. The world certainly felt smaller. The telephone. Then came 1876 when Alexander Graham Bell patented the phone. If the telegraph was the first whisper of instant communication, the telephone was the first full conversation. People could speak to each other in real time, no code, no operators, typing messages. Businesses became more efficient, families stayed connected, emergencies could be handled quickly. The telephone made communication personal and immediate. And like every great innovation, it didn't stay the same for long. Inventors kept improving it, editing switchboards, rotary dials, and eventually touch-tone buttons. Radio and television. In the early 20th century, communication leaped into the airwaves. Radio arrived first, bringing news, music, and entertainment directly into people's home. In the years after World War II, a brand new technology began reshaping American life: television. Americans across the country could watch the same programs at the same time, and advertising could be delivered directly into the home. They created a shared national culture. For the first time, millions of people could watch the same event at the same time. TV also changed politics and public life. Politicians learned to speak in short, powerful soundbite and televised hearing, such as investigation and corruption, turned public figures into national celebrities. The internet. And then in the late 20th century, everything changed again. The internet connected the entire world digitally. Countless innovators, from Tim Lee, who created the World Wide Web, to engineering who built Wi-Fi, smartphones, and social media platforms. It transformed everything: communication, education, business, entertainment, and relationships. Today, we carry the world in our pockets. When we compare these technologies, the printing press, telegraph, telephone, radio, television, and internet, we see a clear pattern, such as faster, more accessible, more personal, and more global. The printing press spread ideas, the telegraph shrank distances, the telephone brought voices into home. Radio and TV created shared experiences, and the internet connected the entire planet. Today, communication technology is the backbone of modern life. We rely on it for work, school, relationship, entertainment, and global cooperation. Communication will become more immersive with virtual and augmented reality. Artificial intelligence will help translate languages instantly. Devices will become smarter, smaller, and more integrated into daily life. And the internet will continue to connect people across cultures, ideas, and continents. The story of communication isn't finished, it is evolving faster than ever. Thank you for joining me on this journey from the printing press to the internet. These technologies didn't just change how we communicate, they changed how we live, think, and understand the world. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe, share, and tune in next time as we explore another chapter in the story of human innovation. Until then, keep learning, keep imagining, and keep communicating.